phenomenon that we choose to bring up is about cash and non-cash payment. We choose this topic because the non-cash payment is trending nowadays and could entirely replace our transaction method soon enough. The development of technology make our aspects of life become easier. No exception our transaction method from cash to non-cash payment. Then, what's the differences between cash and non-cash payment? In cash payment, we have to use paper money as a tool to purchase something. For non-cash payment, we don't have to use paper money. We only use cards or e-money or application or e-wallet to purchase something. For example of e-money or debit card, credit card, PayPal, and kita bisa. For e-wallet that are trending now in Indonesia are GoPay, GrabPay, OVO, Dana, and many more. Nowadays, Indonesia is one of the countries that use non-cash as its transactional method. There are many activities in Indonesia that use non-cash as its payment, such as shopping payment, delivery order, payment in toll, Muslims payment to the unfortunate called as alms, and even for wedding money kits.
Based on all of the cases that we stated above, it indicates that Indonesia is confident in applying the non-cash payment to replace the cash payment. E-money in toll roads, for example, Indonesia's toll roads completely use the non-cash payment to enter the gates ever since Bank Indonesia announced to omit the cash payment in October 2017. Also, another unique case is happened in March 2019. As we know that one of wedding traditions in Indonesia, that the couple asked the invited guests to give newlywed couple cash to support their beginning of life. The amount of the cash is up to the guests. What the unique one here is that the couple allow the guests to give the newlywed couple cash through e-wallet application. It is so unique and interesting. So the guests do not have to bother themselves to give the cash with envelopes. It is interesting to discover that bit by bit, the non-cash payment already entered the people's life almost completely. Another case is alms for Muslims. They do not have to worry about how and where they should give the alms now, because there are so many non-cash applications that can support them to give the alms easily. And of course, all of those applications are initiated by Muslim peoples who know the alms very well. Once again, the non-cash payment already made their way to the people's life completely. Transaction process indeed is experiences every day, especially for money transaction. Topic of the non-cash payment replacing the traditional cash payment is then become an interesting topic to be analyzed, because there is always so many perspectives on how and why something new can be popped up in our life. One of the many is cultural perspective. Connecting the cases and the way of people's life, hope that we can find the answer of the question above.
There are two ways we can analyze this topic with cultural perspective. One is the place in which people live in, and two is the uses in which people behave in this topic. And I am going to talk about the place. And in this case, we talk about rural and urban areas. Okay, it is known that urban areas are already familiar with cashless payment. All the new technologies are getting their way to people through urban areas first. Also, all the facilities available in urban areas add to it. Malls, coffee shops, grocery stores, and even campus canteen already allow their consumers to purchase their stuff with cashless payment. Companies of online services also join this hype. They are now allowing their consumers to buy their service with cashless payment. Compared to urban area, rural area has yet to familiarize with cashless payment. The technology in rural area has yet to be reached by the developers because of the distance between the tech developers' place with rural areas. We already know that industries are usually placed in urban areas, and tech developers are usually centered in urban areas. This then leads to rural areas becoming left behind in cashless payment.
Similar with the analysis of place element, in user element, we will still talk about rural and urban area, but specifically the people inside of them. Many urban people tend to work as industry workers or offices workers, so they often go to their workplace early in the morning and go back home late. And because of their limited time, they usually do their basic stuff instantly. And for the example is payment using non-cash. Cash has to be precise for how much it is for the things you buy. But for these days, people start using non-cash payment. And for the example, they want to visit coffee shop or they want to buy something online. They don't have to bother themselves with sheets of paper money, and they only have to scan the barcode of their e-money card, or even better, they just have to click some buttons in e-wallet application and then they are done. This technology sure is revolutionary for them as it makes their busy lives more easier than before. They often use non-cash payment to pay water charges, electricity, and etc. On the other hand, in the rural area, people tend to have more free time because of their kind of job. In rural area, people mostly have work as farmer or do odd jobs. And as we already know, farmers have more free time than the industry workers. They don't have hectic time as industry workers. Once they're done with their field job, they don't have any work left to do. So it seems that the application of cash payment, non-cash payment, seems to be pointless if it is applied in the rural area.
With the development of technologies and facilities that make us capable for using the cashless payment system, the developers try to keep improving the payment system to be better and try to run in line with the rules set by the government. The government also agrees that using a cashless payment system is a good thing because they can manage the financial system in Indonesia more effectively. Also, the developers try to simplify how to use cashless system so that in the future, all communities, whether it's in cities or villages, can use it properly. But for the rural areas to be using this cashless payment system, it might take a little bit more time because first, they are still not familiar with the term, and second, they don't live a hectic life as much as the people in the city does. So, socialization is still needed for them to be more familiar with the term, and they can use cashless system more comfortable in the future.